welcome. Welcome to week 37. So we are doing this class in two parts, part 1 and part 2, because the subject is little vast and I don't want to rush. So we'll do it in two parts. So let's begin the class with our prayers to Srila Prabhupada. I offer my respects to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna. O spiritual master, I offer my respects to you, your servant of your Guru Saraswati Goswami, and you're kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya and delivering the Western countries. Panchtattva. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gauri Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So somebody's hand is up, so probably we can discuss the questions later, unless there is some technical problem. Okay, so first I would like to ask everybody a question. How many of you attended the last class, the Bhakti Vriksha part 36? How many of you attended? Okay. So all of you are busy in something in your life. You are a student or you are a parent, grandparent, having children. So how do you feel if in your professional circle or if in your family, if somebody requests you for something and you don't do it? How do you feel that? You request somebody to do some work for you, and if they don't do that work, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel a little upset, feel that not respected.
Yes. Okay, so I got the same feeling because it's almost 10 days. I had requested all of you to send me a very small video of 2 to 3 minutes. I did not give a very big assignment. So, how many of you have done it and how many of you have sent it to me? None of you. I have not received even a single video. So, should I take the class today or no? What do you think I will be feeling? That I'm not respected, I'm not loved, I'm not liked by you people? I expected something. I asked you to send me a 2 to 3 minutes video of your favorite service. Do you remember those of you who attended the class or those who watched the recording? I requested for a 2 to 3 minutes video. None of you have sent it. So I think we should close today's session and I should go home because I don't think anybody is caring for me. So how many of you will send now? The question was for those who are attending now, what is your favorite service? What is your favorite service to Krishna? It could be cooking, it could be telling others to chant Hare Krishna, it could be inspiring them to put tilak or kantimala, anything, your favorite service. Or going to the temple. It could be anything which is very close to your heart. Just a 2 to 3 minute small video I wanted. Even 1 minute video is also fine. So can I expect some videos or no? Almost 60 people, 58, 58, 59 people are attending class. So at least I should get 58, 59 videos, right? Isn't it? Nobody is smiling. Everybody is very serious. Yeah, good. So now everybody is smiling. Thank you for smiling. So I hope with the coming week, I should get these videos, right? Thumbs up. Thank you, Shubhankar. Okay, so let's start our session. So we are actually continuing from our week. We are continuing from our week 36. We'll discuss after the class.
Sorry, Mataji, there's a question somebody is asking that if they send you a video in sign language, will you be able to understand it?
I'll take help from the interpreter. Don't worry, you send. Send a very simple video because even the hearing people will also see that video. I will post it on YouTube. Sign slowly and make it very simple. Thank you, Mansi. Okay, we'll not waste any time and we'll start with the class now.
Mataji, there's some questions that don't have a mobile number, where to send, who to send.
So my number, I'll put it in chat. I'll at the end of the class, I will send. I'll put it in chat. Okay, so week 36, we learned about Nandini, we'll talk later, please. We've already 9, 10. Just give me, just let's finish the class and then we'll. Okay, so week 36, I will just refresh everybody's memory. We learned about verse 9.2 from Bhagavad Gita. So today's class, we will be continuing that same verse, but we will go into more detail of that verse. Last time we understood the story of Narad Muni, right? So this time we will take the verse, the 8 important things which Krishna is telling in this verse about 9.2. So we will discuss this verse in detail. Okay. So let's start with our nectar of holy name. That's to why chanting is so very important. So in our nectar, Srila Prabhupada actually once, when he was living in the West, he used to, a lot of people would come to meet him. A lot of people would come to meet him who were Christians. So while discussing, Prabhupada very elaborately explained that how, I mean, Prabhupada was very fond of Jesus Christ because he actually felt that, you know, Christ, Jesus Christ, was the true representative of Krishna. He was the true son of Krishna. Because if you're preaching the message of God, if you're telling everybody about Krishna, one must have two very important qualities. One is you should be very, very tolerant. So we saw how Jesus Christ was so tolerant. He was put on the cross, and where he lost, he left his body. So he was tolerating. And even that time when he was being nailed on the cross, he simply said, please forgive them. And second quality was he was very, very compassionate. So these two qualities like tolerance and compassion is very, very important for anybody who is preaching the message of Krishna. So all of you, if suppose you go to your school, colleges, office, and you are telling them about how we are attending
Mataji,
Krishna's
can these two
class.
terms be put in the chat, please?
Sorry.
The two terms, Mataji, can they be put in the chat?
Yes. I'll put it. I'll put it. Prasriti, can you please type tolerance and compassion? Are you there, Prasriti?
Yes, Mataji, one second.
Compassion and tolerance.
Finally come, and this
Okay, so Prabhupada was very strongly, he spoke about Jesus Christ. He's saying that sometimes when you say Christ, it sounds so much like Krista, like Krsta, and which sounds so much like Krishna. So when Jesus Christ was there, he would always propagate the name of God, that how chanting the name of God is so important. So Prabhupada would say it doesn't matter whether you take the name of Krishna or Christ, both are same. The main point is that you should follow what the Vedas say. And what does the Vedas say? Chant the name of God. So whether it was Jesus Christ or whether it is Krishna, if somebody is taking the name of God, if somebody without personal desires is taking Krishna's name or Christ's name, then his life is successful. And that is what Prabhupada always stressed, because he used to be in Western countries where all he could see were Christians around him. And many Christians will come and talk about it. So Prabhupada would say, yes, because Jesus Christ said that I am the Son of God. So if you are the Son, then who is God? Who is your Father? So Krishna is the Father. Jesus will never say, I am God. He will say, I am the Son of God. Right? So Prabhupada was very, very fond of Jesus Christ. And all the while he was in the Western countries, he would always try to convince people to love God, to chant God's name. Okay, so that's how glorified the name is. So whatever circumstances, please do not leave your chanting. Even if you're chanting just one round, make sure you honestly and full of compassion follow that process. Okay, so let's now come to our topic of discussing ninth chapter, second verse. So we are going to discuss 8 very important qualities which Krishna is telling Arjun in this verse. So actually, let me tell you one very important thing. You might be thinking that, okay, Mataji, but we are not learning Bhagavad Gita. We are doing Bhakti Vriksha. So my dear friends, whatever I am explaining to you past 37 classes, actually all the material is coming from Bhagavad Gita. We learned about the soul and we learned about our senses, material things, spiritual things. Every topic that I have been discussing past from week 1 to week 36, all that knowledge is coming from Bhagavad Gita. So now coming back to this chapter number 9, verse 2nd, Krishna is explaining 8 very important things about this knowledge which he is given in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So this class we are going to cover 4 qualities, and next class we are going to cover another 4 qualities. Okay, because we cannot cover all 8 in one go. Fine. So can I begin? So I'll post each quality in the chat. Okay, so this quality, it is said, the first thing which Krishna says is that this knowledge, O Arjun, which I am giving to you, it is the king of education. Now, many of you would have gone to some level of school or college. And you would be seeing some hearing people or some deaf people also going for a lot of studies. They're doing a lot of studies, right? You see a doctor, you see engineers, how much study they have to do. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Arjun, all that knowledge is material knowledge. This knowledge I am giving you in Bhagavad Gita is the king of all the education. So let us try to understand this point. What is the meaning of king of all the education? Now, we all know that king is the most powerful person, right? Like in our country, we have prime minister at the top, right? Similarly, in earlier days, we used to have a king who was the most powerful person. So the power of a king is that he can change his entire kingdom. He has all the power within. So if the king is good, he follows the rules of scriptures, he walk on the path of dharma, then his country will prosper. People living in his country will be happy, and they will also lead a very happy and pious life. Isn't it? So the king, how important is the king has to be good. So similarly, in today's time, also there are people who are, who have to manage like in an office, who are the boss, who are in the leading role. So if these people are spiritually educated, like, suppose easy words, if suppose they are Krishna conscious, then they will lead the company according to their own, not according to their own ideas, but they will lead everything based on scriptures. They will they will set their example by leading a pious life. So if they are guided spiritually, then they will act properly. And in that way, they will create systems like a boss. He will create a system where all his employees will be happy. But if he is some corrupt person, if he is not guided by scriptures, if he is doing according to his own bad thoughts and bad deeds, then the whole company will go down the drain. Right? Nobody will be happy. So that is why Krishna is explaining to Arjuna that this knowledge which I'm giving you will transform your life. It is the king of education. And since this knowledge brings greatest amount of change, the biggest change, it becomes the king. So actually in olden times, this knowledge was only given to the kings. It was not even given to the Brahmanas. It was meant for the Kshatriyas, for the kings, because they were very powerful people. They were empowered by their own example, by their own rule. They could change the entire society. So similarly, if in today's time, our teachers, our ministers, our politicians, our mothers, if everybody become Krishna conscious, then society will become very, very happy. There will be no wars, there will be no crime. So that is why, even if you take whatever material knowledge, useless. But if you have this premium knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then one can change the entire society. Do you all agree with that or not? So this is the first point which Krishna is telling Arjun about the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. This is the knowledge oh Arjuna, I'm giving you. This is the king of all the education. Okay, is the point understood? We can move forward. Okay. So let's move on now to the second point. What does Krishna says in the second point? Second point, he says it is the topmost secret. It is the most confidential knowledge. I'll just put it on the chat also. So it is the topmost secret. It is most confidential knowledge. Are you able to understand? Are you with me? We are only talking about verse 9.2, where Krishna is telling the importance of the knowledge which he is giving to Arjuna. So it is not only for Arjuna, it is for all of us, right? So this is the second point which Krishna is telling, that this knowledge I'm giving you, Arjuna, it is topmost secret. It is most confidential. So let's understand what does Krishna means by this point. So we know, all of you know that I am a soul. We've been learning this concept for a very long time. I'm not this body, and at the time of death, this body is destroyed, and the soul moves on to another body. We all know that, right? Right? Say yes. Our body will be destroyed at the time of death. So now Krishna is telling that the real dharma is not, of the soul, is not become trapped in just enjoyment. Yes, of course, we come into this world, we do enjoy, but that is not our real dharma. Our real dharma is to understand how can I become free from this constant change of body. And if I become free, I can go back and live with God forever, eternally, and I don't have to change my body from human body to animal body to insect body to a tree body. I don't have to change. I will eternally be happy when I go back and live with God. Now, this knowledge which Krishna has given about the soul, my dear friends, is the most secret, most confidential knowledge. Why? I'm sure you will be having friends of other religion. You ask them how many scriptures will tell about the soul. Not other religions will tell you that all your dukkhas, all your miseries is because we are having desires and we are dying, we are taking birth and we are taking birth in human body or animal body. This fundamental, this basic principle of knowledge, no religion teaches. This knowledge actually is very secretively given in Bhagavad Gita. So it is not so secret. Anybody can pick up the book and read Bhagavad Gita, but not everybody picks up the book. That is why Krishna says it is so confidential, because no, and not everybody has a desire to learn this knowledge. That is why it is very, very secret. It is the topmost confidential knowledge. So that is the second point. Is it clear? Can I move on? Are there any doubts in this question? You can keep it in your mind and we can attend it at the end of the session. So the third point we will discuss is that it is the purest knowledge. Okay. I'll put it in chat. It is the purest knowledge. So how it is purest knowledge, that also again Krishna explains to us. So it is purest because it removes all our past sinful reactions. So if you believe that we have been repeatedly taking birth after birth after birth from God knows when, even we have no track of it. And we collect so much of bad reactions. So when somebody acquires this knowledge, what we are learning in past so many weeks of Bhagavad Gita, if somebody acquires this knowledge, then all his past sinful reactions are removed. So that is the
Just a second. Just a sec. I think my internet is patching up a little.
okay. I'll hold on.
Okay, Mataji. I think it's okay. We can.
They're okay, I think. Okay, fine. So first is that it removes all our past sinful reactions. Second, it also removes the tendency to commit more sin. What does that mean? So somebody likes to tell lies, and if that person gains this knowledge, if that person starts chanting, then his quality of telling lies, that will also go away. So it is not just our sins, but our tendencies to commit more sin. Means our nature also will change, basically. In simple language, our quality, our nature will also change. If somebody is all the time angry, they will become peaceful. If somebody is very arrogant, he will become humble. If somebody all the time tell lies, he will become honest. If somebody is very cruel, he will become very compassionate. So you see that total transformation will happen. So not only Krishna is saying that by this knowledge, the sins are removed, but you will change also. Your character, your personality will also change. That is the power of acquiring this knowledge. That is the quality of Bhagavad Gita. Or to put it in simple terms, whatever you are learning past so many weeks, that is the power it has. And I'm not saying this. Krishna himself declares in chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita, and this is verse number 2 we are learning, right? So again and again, those who would have joined late, for their benefit, I'm telling that this Krishna is declaring himself in verse number 9.2. He's giving all the reasons why one should acquire, why one should learn this knowledge. Okay, so with that, we will today, I'm sure, I'm not very sure if we would have discussed earlier, but we learned today about the sin things by the example of Ajamil.
The third point, right, Mataji?
No, same point, the sin point. Yeah, right. The third point. So this is the example of the third point. Anybody knows the story of Ajamil? Okay, no problem. So we learn that story of Ajamil.
Mataji, can I quickly just see a photo so that it helps me interpret better? I can just.
Yeah, sure. I wanted to share my screen. One second. I'll
Yes,
show
that
other
is.
slides also. Dati Mataji, she would have, I'm sure. Is the screen visible, Saurabh?
Yes.
Okay. Now we are come on the story of Ajamil. I'll just run through the 3 slides that I have, then probably you will get a clear picture, Saurabh. Okay, we'll move. Okay, so there was a Brahmin and his name was Ajamil. So Ajamil was a very pious person and he was married and he had children. But what happens that he happened to notice a prostitute and he got so attracted towards her that he forgot all his dharma. He forgot all his good qualities of being a Brahmin. He forgot all his uh, rituals that he used to do. He forgot his wife and family. And he got so attracted towards her that he finally got married to her. And being a prostitute, she would demand so many things. I want money, I want this and that. And Ajamil, being a Brahmin, because he was simple and he was not very rich. He started stealing, he started lying because he wanted to satisfy that prostitute that he married. And as a result, he became very, very sinful. So imagine being from a Brahmin, he became a very, very sinful person. And time passed by, Ajamil and that lady, and both of them, they had many children. And last son that he had, he gave him the name of Narayan. So the last child name, he named as Narayan. So now he's becoming old and many children he had, and slowly he's kind of realizing that what wrong he has done to his life. But now there was no going back. He can't correct himself. And he started becoming very old and sick, and all those physical problems started, and the time of his death came by. And when the time of death came by, the Yamadutas came to take away his soul. And it is said in scriptures that when Yamaduta come, they are very, very treacherous. They put you through a lot of torture. But when they came, Ajamil got so frightened by looking at them that he started calling his son Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. So he was not calling Krishna, he was not calling God, he was just calling his son, so that, his son, because he was very fond of his youngest child. So he thought he will come and save him from these monster looking Yamdutas. And the moment he took the name of Narayan, immediately Vishnu Dut appeared. Vishnu Dut are who? They are messengers of Krishna. They are sent by Krishna. They look like exactly like Vishnus because they'll have 4 hands. They will not be Vishnu. They will also look just like Vishnu. So now there was a big war that took place between Vishnudut and Yamdutas because Yamdut said he is so sinful. We will take them to hell to torture. Vishnudut said that no, he just now chanted Narayan names. You can't take him to hell. We will take him to heaven. And both of them are fighting. And for a long time, this argument is happening. Finally, Vishnu Dut won that argument and Yamadutas left, they left back. So our Ajamil got a second chance to live his life. He understood his mistake and he left his family and everybody. He started traveling and he did all the pilgrimages. He did all that prayashchit he did for his sins. And in the end, when the second chance he came to, when again the time of his death came, then again he went back on the plane, which came specially by the Vishnuduts. So finally, basically, he went back to Krishna. So two things we learn from this story. One, the power of taking Krishna's name. And second, that how just by taking the Lord's name, all our sins are removed. So the knowledge, what I'm talking in this class is that the knowledge, not just about Bhagavad Gita, but the knowledge also about the power of Krishna's name. That is also knowledge, right? That is also knowledge that by taking Krishna's name, our sins are removed. So similarly, my dear friends, from the story of Ajamil, we understand taking name is important and having the knowledge about everything about Krishna is also equally important. So all those of you who are
What was
not
the first
regular in
learning,
your...
Mataji? Sorry, Ajamil's story?
Yeah, one is that chanting is so important that how we can defeat, we can be sure that end of our life, Yamdut will not come and torture us if we are constantly taking Krishna's name. We will not be tortured. That is guaranteed by Krishna himself. And secondly, we get this knowledge because when you are constantly chanting Krishna's name, Krishna also gives knowledge. Krishna gives intelligence. In fact, another verse of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I gives intelligence. Okay? So from the story, we understand, please try to remember both those points from the story of Ajamil. And I do not think we can cover the fourth point today because it's already 9:41. I think we'll take question answers. If you want to look at the slides again of Ajamil, we can take 2 minutes break and Saurabh can go and have some water break. And I can just... So 3 points only we could cover till now. One is this knowledge is the king of education. It is the most secret knowledge. And it removes all our sins. And it also changes our tendency to do more sins. Because if we are all the time angry, we will commit more sin, right? We will say bad things to people. If we are angry, we will say bad things to people, and that will give us more sins. Isn't it? When we hurt somebody by our angry words, it becomes a bad karma for us. It is counted as hurting somebody's heart is counted as a sin. So, but when we acquire this knowledge, our sins are removed and our character also changes. So, 3 points, are they clear? So, while Saurav is on break, I will quickly look at the slides again. Yes, we can start questions.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, नमस्कार.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hmm. Anutama माता जी, so you have been teaching us since 2 years. Do you remember, Mataji, that it's almost been 2 years that you have been teaching?
Yeah. Not two, I think it's more. It's end of 2020. I was teaching through BDC, through Samir, and then by 21. So it's almost close to 4 years now. By December, it will be close to 4 years. Thank you for remembering.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Today she understood the session, Mataji.
Okay.
Taking different kind of holy dips, going to doing chanting, and then it does feel better, Mataji. And we are doing our own life. Sometimes I text you, Mataji, you are unable to respond, but then it's okay. I send you
No,
photo.
I see all your videos. I also see all your status videos also. But yes, because of I go through everybody's videos and messages, at least all the deaf people, I try to see everybody's status also. So, but yes, I'm not able to respond. My apologies for that. I will try to respond, definitely. My mistake. I will try to respond. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prakhar.
Namaskar.
Namaste. Always two question, three question, never less than two. We'll start with one question first and see if it's short, I'll take two, otherwise no.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, Mataji. Diary. I think he's asking for a diary, Mataji. What is diary?
He asked for diary.
He's asking what is the diary keeping, Mataji? What is diary writing or something? I think that's the
Yeah,
question.
people actually do diary writing to put down their most secret uh, feelings or emotions, or sometimes people don't have anybody to discuss things, so they put everything in the diary. Like they feel a lot of things and they don't know where to discuss, whom to discuss. So then they put it in the diary. That's diary writing. Second question. Since it's so short, we can take second question.
Okay, Mataji. So, Mataji, so my question is, beneath my house, there's so much of dirt and people just don't care. Nobody cleans anything. Why is it like that, Mataji?
Yeah, because people don't bother about anything outside their own homes. They feel if their house is clean, that is all that is there. Not many people like to keep their surroundings clean. They'll take out all the garbage from their house and they'll put it on the street. So which is very bad. It's not good. It's there. It's their bad quality they have. Ideally, they should, they should keep their house clean. They should keep the street clean and put the garbage in the right place.
Dirty water and all, Mataji.
Yeah, what to do? Where people don't bother. You should teach them, Prakhar. You try to teach them that how they should not be dirt. They should be clean inside their house and should be clean on the street also. Yeah. So we'll move on to next question, Prakhar, please. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Those who questions are answered, they can put their hands down.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Uh,
Krishna.
Raising his hand. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, the planets above, Mataji.
Yes.
Oh, no, no, sorry, not the planets above. So, Mataji, could there be some kind of meteors or some extra, body which could probably
Collide.
collide onto the earth and something, apocalypse kind of a thing, everything will finish.
Yeah, we are hearing that. We are hearing that, but as far as I know, according to scriptures, we still have 4,30,000 years for this earth to get over, for the Kali Yuga to get over. So I personally, as far I understand from scriptural point of view, I don't think we are going to die. We are going to get over. The earth is not going to get finished right now. If you believe in scriptural knowledge, then we understand from Srimad Bhagavatam, we still have 4,32,000 years left, or maybe 4,30,000 years left. A lot of time is left. So don't worry. Nothing is going to, even if it collides, nothing will happen. Don't worry. If something will happen, Earth will remain right now here only.
Then again, Mataji, will there be creation again if something happens?
Yeah, yeah. After Kali Yuga, whenever Lord desires, there'll be creation. After Kali Yuga gets over and everything is over, then whenever Krishna desires, he will create again. Again, Satyuga will start and everything will happen again. So it depends on Krishna's desires.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna again.
The video, Mataji,
Yeah.
which I was telling, so I sent it to you already. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
sent
was
it to
see,
you.
you had sent it a video about your school children. I want specifically not with your school children. I want something you to speak for you to speak that see, this is my favorite service. Not including your school children. You independently sign a video that okay, my favorite service is to teach about Krishna to my school students. Only that much. Nothing really big. Inspiring them, involving them in Krishna activities, something like that, you can say. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll wait.
Okay, Hare Krishna. I will make that. I will send
Okay.
some. I won't miss. Nandini Mataji saying, please don't miss everybody.
Yes, sometimes teacher, parents have to scold everybody, right? Otherwise, children will not listen.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
My question is, Mataji, secret and confidential.
Okay.
Um, so I think he doesn't understand the sign for secret and confidential.
Okay. That I can't help it. No, sorry.
Secret knowledge, confidential knowledge. So secret, what secret, Mataji?
The secret means that it is not known to everybody. So when there are two friends and one friend is telling something very he's telling some gossip about the other person. So that secret, not all the friends will know, right? Only two of you will know. So similarly, Krishna is telling Arjun that this knowledge actually is very secret knowledge because this knowledge about soul, about taking birth again, taking birth in the body of animal or plant, this knowledge not everybody knows. So that is why this knowledge becomes very secret knowledge, very confidential knowledge. Not everybody is aware of this knowledge. That is why it is secret knowledge. Mhm.
Mataji also want to join the WhatsApp group.
Sorry.
WhatsApp group, Mataji. Yash Prabhuji wants to join the WhatsApp group.
So I've just sent this. I'm just sharing my number here. So you can just say hi to me and I'll put you in the group. Just say Hare Krishna and send me a message on this number and I'll put you in the group. And others who want to share the video, they can share their video on this number. Not for new people, but those who are regularly attending classes, who know what is favorite service, they can send their video on this number. Everybody knows my number. Please share on this number. You can save Yash this number. Okay, so last question we'll take Mansi and Shubhadeep Biswas.
Thank you so much, Mataji. First class today. Hare Krishna to you. And that was a little confused that,
Just missed some audio in between. Can you
Mataji,
repeat?
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is my first class, she said.
Okay.
She joined for the first time and today she attended the entire session. But previously, she has been a Christian, a devoted devotee, Christian,
Okay.
following those learnings and those beliefs.
Right.
And today you also said that Krishna, Jesus' son is Krishna. Is that?
Right.
But that is not what was mentioned, Mataji, and so that's what I was little wondering.
Yeah, so they will not propagate Christianity, they will not propagate. Their philosophy will be different. But when we are reading, when we are in Krishna conscious, when we are learning about Krishna, we understand that he is the Supreme Lord. Means above him, not even any Devi Devta or not even Shiva will be above Krishna. So when we are talking Supreme Lord means you talk any religion, he is supreme. You take any god, he is still Krishna still remains the supreme. So this is not what people what we have created, but it is we find evidence in the scriptures, and that is why.
Mataji, you mentioned that Krishna is sorry, Christ is Krishna's son.
Right.
It's a little confusing then, no, Mataji?
Yeah, because see, you are thinking in terms of Hinduism and Christianity. You are thinking both things to be different. I am saying it is one. God is one. See, because when Jesus came, he came at a time when the society was very corrupt. People were eating a lot of non-vegetarian and people were very fallen. So every yuga, Lord Krishna sent some of his representative. Now you will say that okay, he is a Christian. But if you ask me, they're all one. And Jesus never claimed that he was God. He always said that he was the son of God. So my question is, then who is God? And from scriptures we understand that Krishna is God. So we need a lot of classes and a lot of understanding, a lot of learning to come and accepting the point that yes, Krishna is God. Because of not I am saying, but because of the proof that we get from scriptures. So if Jesus is the Son of God, means then he is not God. He's a messenger of God. He's like a son of God. But Jesus never said, I am God. Don't think in a negative way. Think it in a positive way.
Mataji, I'm really sorry, Mataji. It's
Yes,
time.
no, no, it's done. So please, we'll wind up. Uh, you can note down my number. I'll put you in the group and I'll send you link for other classes also.
Now, Mataji, I'm also asking about Bhagavad Gita, some questions about again, she got a Bhagavad Gita, I think.
Okay.
No, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, huh?
Okay. So I would, since it is an ISKCON class, I would appreciate if you can buy an ISKCON Bhagavad Gita. Because many different people have done a lot different explanation. And there is another person called Samir. He's conducting classes on Bhagavad Gita. So you can join him also. You can note down my number from the chat and you can send me a Hare Krishna and I will send you links for other. I'll put you in the group and I'll send you Samir's number so he can put you and you can attend Bhagavad Gita classes. That will be a better way to learn. I'll introduce you to him, right? And you can also join our WhatsApp group. Just copy the number from the chat. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Saurav. Hare Krishna. Hare. So Sunday we might not have class again. I'm traveling actually, Saurav. Again, we'll fix up some
Mataji, I
weekday.
think she has some extra questions. If somebody can help her.
Yeah, can anybody help her, please? Anybody can raise their hands. Is there anybody who can help her? Can somebody raise your hand?
Yeah,
So,
Uma Mataji, if someone can help.
so Uma Mataji, can you take her number and you can?
Mataji, when you join her on the WhatsApp group, then somebody
Ah,
can connect and then do that, right?
yeah, correct, correct. Tell her to first send a Hare Krishna to me, then I'll forward her the number.
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you, Saurabh. So Sunday we might not have the class. I'm traveling. So this Sunday, coming Sunday, there won't be any class. So again, any of the weekdays, probably I'll check with Saurabh and we'll have a class. I'll send a message in the group. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you, Raswati.